Hey, what's up guys, it's Serb. Today we're just going to be taking a look at the weekly restock like we do every single week. Of course, I'm only going to be looking at the stuff that I think is worth looking at, not going to be wasting my time with all of the other vendors that plain just don't have anything that's, worth looking at, because I don't want to waste your guys' time, nor do I want to waste mine. So, let's get right into it. Another thing that I want to mention though is sorry that I'm a little bit late. I was actually taking a nap and then I woke up and I was like, oh shit, it's 5:30, because I just completely forgot. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. So starting off at the weapons vendor, we have a double-barreled sawed-off with Brutal and Unforgiving. If you, for whatever reason, like to use these, feel free to get it. Brutal and Unforgiving isn't that good. Or if you're using like Alpha Bridge or something, you could switch it to World Tier 2 and buy this, and it would be pretty nice. So that it doesn't cost as much. And actually, just so you guys know, I'm probably going to be saying this a lot now, but you can like switch the world tier. So for example, I'm in world tier 4 right now, so all the vendors are going to be selling 229s. But if I go and I change the world tier to world tier 1 or world tier 2, all of these will drop to either 182s or 163s, and the price will go down, but they'll still have all the same talents. It's just that the base damage will be lower. But if you're going to be using Alpha Bridge, that doesn't matter because the talents will still be giving the exact same value. So Unforgiving will still give you 10% or 25%, and Brutal will still give you 12%. But another thing that is amazing about that is that it reduces the firearms requirement. So for example, in the top slot here, Talented requires 2300 electronics. If it's a world tier 182 gun, it's only going to cost around like 12 or 1300 electronics, which means that I can buy this for much cheaper and like actually get like, I could get like Competent here or something, so I don't have to rely on it being in the third slot. So that's just some tips for you guys. That's something that I've done a bunch with my Alpha Bridge gear. Now, since we're here, let's just check what this guy's got. We got a resourceful backpack, and yeah, nothing good. Alright, so at the advanced weaponry vendor in the base of operations, we have some stuff that's pretty good. This AUG, Deadly Ferocious, not the best in the world, but if you're going up against NPCs, it's okay if you don't have anything better to use. Then we got a custom P416 with Destructive and Swift, not great, but we have a Sausage with Brutal and Competent, which is pretty damn nice. And then we have an SRS, Gross, and an RPK with Competent, Brutal, Deadly, which would be amazing to use if you're using Alpha Bridge. You get to use Competent and it wouldn't require nearly as much electronics, just like I was saying before, so that would be cool. And then looking at these, that's not very good, that's not very good, not very good, and this is okay. Well, both of these are usable, but I don't think they're very good because they don't have crit chance or crit damage in the other slot, but is what it is. Just another thing to let you guys know is that since I was talking about doing that thing with Alpha Bridge switching to World Tier 1, you can do it with the Valkyria as well. It has Competent and Responsive every single week, and then it will only cost around 100 Phoenix credits if you just use it as a secondary weapon. And just to get the talents, it's pretty nice. Responsive, Competent can roll for something else here. It's pretty cool. Other than that, we have an RPK here with Fierce, Prepared, Destructive. Not too terrible if you're going to be using it in PvE, though I probably prefer the Pecan because the Pecan is actually pretty nice. Then we have a Refreshed Mask, which is not very good. Striker's Mask, Alpha Bridge Mask, which isn't too bad. Actually, pretty nice roll there. Robust Chest if you want to use it. I mean, it's electronics and no armor, so probably not the best. Firecrest Chest if you need it. Resourceful Backpack, Gross. Sentry's Call Backpack. Banshee Backpack, that's a pretty nice roll, I think. Accomplished Knee Pads. Final Measure knee pads, Predator's Mark knee pads, which aren't too bad, just roll off the electronics. Gunslinger holster, sturdy holster, Tactician holster, holster of the Nomad, Lone Star holster, Hunter's Fath holster, oh my god. I actually need this, it's just such a bad roll, but I'll probably buy it anyways. Some Savage gloves that are not very particularly good. Claimer gloves, meh. And then, not really any good mods. Now since I'm already here, I'm going to be showing you guys what the blueprints are, because these do reset. We got an AK-47 blueprint. Oh, that's cool. I might use that to craft some guns for Alpha Bridge. SMG-9. Alright. Alpha Bridge guns, I guess, why not? Electronic gloves. Loud vent break. Increased threat. Critical hit damage. Ooh. I might buy that later. It's good because you can get you can craft a Godroll one for yourself if you need it, so that's cool. A grip, you could craft a Godroll grip if you wanted to, or no, I think that's mainly stability, so actually I don't think you could. And then there's another Stamina Mob blueprint. First Wave Vector, great for Alpha Bridge crafting. Black Market Sausage. It's only 204, maybe if you're using Shotgun's Alpha Bridge or something. Small grip, performance mod. Yep, nothing too special here, guys. But yeah, some pretty interesting stuff. Alright, in the underground vendors, just to prove how garbage he is. Trash, 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 trash. Alright, that concludes that. This isn't that great, but in Dantes Run we have a rapid chest that is usable if you want one. Just roll off one of these two for armor, and then there is a performance mod that gives first aid ally heal if you want something like that. If you're going to be using a healing build or something, so I guess that's there, but it's nothing too great. At the Kerman Station Safehouse, we have this MK16 that's pretty good for Alpha Bridge. Fierce and Competent, again, just drop it down to the lower tier, because an MK16 you're probably not going to use as the main gun. It is pretty decent, but it's not as good as other guns, so Fierce and Competent, good rolls. Fierce isn't probably the best with an assault rifle, but hey, if you don't have anything else, it's pretty nice, and then everything else here isn't that good. At Camp Hudson, at the gear vendor, I know a lot of you aren't really going to care, but some people that use either turrets or secret mines, there's some performance mods here for you guys if you need them. At the Cavern Safehouse, if anybody's trying to replicate Marco Styles' build and wants the support station duration or support station range performance mods, feel free to pick these up. Alright, I took a break to go eat some dinner, but now we're back and I'm at the Southpaw Safehouse. Here we have a pretty okay Tenacious Mask if you don't already have a good one. Just re-roll it. It does have damage to elites, which kind of sucks if you're planning on using it in PvP, but if you don't have one, it's better than nothing, I suppose. And then the performance mods here aren't great, just smart cover, damage, resilience if you want it, and pretty bad firearms mods, so yeah. Alright, we're done with all the safe houses. Unfortunately, there wasn't that many with that good of stuff, so let's hope that the Dark Zone actually changes that. By the way, sorry about the previous recording, like the last safe house that I did. I completely forgot that I left my fan on, so sorry if it sounded weird, but here we got a small grip in the East 53rd Street, I believe is the name of it. Yep. We got a small grip with crit damage, reload speed, and optimal range, which is pretty nice if you already have a good grip. But moving on. Alright, at East 46th Street, we have a decent AK if you're going to be using it in PvE. It has Destructive, which is really good. Prepared is alright. Could reroll off Skilled if you don't have something much better. It's pretty cool. Decisive Gloves, nothing special. Support Station Duration, again, if you need it. And then a OK Scope. Really low headshot and crit chance. I probably wouldn't recommend getting it, but is what it is. Alright, at East 34th Street, we have an MK17 that is it's not very good, capable, deadly. I mean, the headshot damage is really low. I don't really like MK17s that much, but it does have a suppressor with 17% headshot damage. I know a lot of people don't really have this, so if you're looking for one of these, feel free to pick it up at East 34th Street. Alright, at East 31st Street, we have an alright double-barreled shotgun if you're going to be running Alpha Bridge. Predatory is pretty nice, competent, alright. You could as well use it as a secondary, or just if you want to just use a shotgun altogether. Then a loud vent break with crit damage and crit chance, which is pretty cool as well. And then a lot of people don't really have that. And then there's an enduring mask. It's a really high roll, but I don't think it's gonna be that great because it's enduring, and enduring isn't the best. But hey, some decent stuff at least. Alright, at 5th Avenue, this isn't the best, but there's an extended mag for those of you that don't have a good one. It has mag size, crit damage, and crit chance, so it's pretty alright if you don't already have one. Alright, at West 31st Street, we got an M1A that's okay, balanced and forgiving. Headshot damage is pretty low. I probably wouldn't go for that. But what is really good is this vent break. You got crit damage, headshot damage, and crit chance. It's almost god roll. The headshot damage could be, I think, 6%, and the crit chance could be 3.5%, I think is the highest roll. But it's still really good if you don't already have one. I was actually looking for one of these for the longest time, so I'm happy that it's here. I'll probably buy it later if I need it, but for now I'm using a suppressor with crit chance. But hey, if anyone needs that, definitely make sure to check it up at West 31st Street. Alright, at West 34th Street, I thought it was just worth mentioning. There's a Reckless chest here. It's pretty decent. Roll off exotic damage resilience, maybe for some health, or keep it and then roll for higher stamina, or roll for firearms, whatever you need, but it's pretty alright. This is pretty bad. So, yeah. Alright, at West 42nd Street, we have a pretty alright MK46 with Vicious and Deadly. Good for basically anything. You could reroll Accurate, get something else, use it for Alpha Bridge, or just straight up use it if you want to. And then there's another grip that has crit damage, stability, and reload speed. Alright, so at West 46th Street, we have actually this M44 isn't very good, unfortunately, but we have a better Tenacious Mask than the one previously. You could just reroll off damage to elites, and this would be pretty good. I might actually buy this. It might be an upgrade to the one that I have, but I have to look first. But pretty nice roll. And then we got a performance mod with first aid self-heal if you don't have one. Pretty nice to use as well. And then a really shitty compensator. Even though there was that other vent break over there, I just decided might as well show it. At West 53rd Street, MP7 that isn't very good, holster not very good, firearms mod not very good, but another suppressor with crit damage, headshot damage, and crit chance. I believe this one's crit chance is just a little bit higher, though the crit damage is a little bit lower. But if you like to use suppressors over vent breaks and you like to have the reduced threat, feel free to pick this up. It's pretty nice though. Keep in mind though that it is large, so it can't fit in the majority of SMGs. Alright, so now we're done with all the checkpoints. Now we're just going to move into the Dark Zone, look at everything there, and then we're going to be done. So starting off, we have a Firecrest mask. If you plan on making a Firecrest build, I actually might be making a video using Firecrest, so definitely don't overlook this. This is a pretty damn nice roll. 805, one of the highest rolls you can get. Really high firearms roll. Reroll off damage to elites for skill power crit chance. Pretty nice roll. And then a really good Predator's Mark vest as well. We got a really high armor roll, 2735. That's pretty nice. Health and low stamina roll. Could probably roll up the stamina to give it up to almost max, so that's pretty nice. Backpack of the Nomad. It's electronics and crappy roll here, so unfortunately not very good. Sentry's Call knee pads. I don't really use Sentry, so I don't think it's worth it to get these, but hey, each his own. And then a Final Measure holster that is not very good, and then Firecrest gloves that actually are pretty good SMG damage. Reroll off pistol damage, get some crit chance, not too bad, though if I was using Firecrest I'll probably use Savage gloves with them, but hey, is what it is. Alright, let's move down to the mod vendor. Alright, let's check out what this mod vendor's got. We got a heavy magazine spring, not great. A suppressor, crit damage, crit chance, pretty nice, but the other one that I was looking at before is probably better. Pretty bad, and pretty bad, so nothing really worth looking at here. Alright, let's hope that one of these mods is alright. Stamina mod, nope. Performance mod, okay. Turret health, so if you're on a Firecrest, it would be alright to use this. I don't know about you guys, but I think this vendor, what she's selling should be, she just have more of a wide variety in her inventory, like maybe 4 or 5 mods that she sells every week. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I just feel like 2 is a little bit low, but hey, is what it is. Alright, at DZ03, let's hope this guy has 1 or so good weapons. We got a PX4 Storm, nothing special. Please T821, again nothing special. Please, I love G36s, please be good. Destructive, destructive, that's good. PvE, sustained, aww, focused. If only sustained was brutal or something. I love using G36s against NPCs. Is what it is. Alright. M870, nothing great. Nothing great. Nothing great. So that was unfortunate. The best thing here is the G36, and it's still not even too good of a roll, but hey, whatever. Let's move on. Alright, last safe house to check. Let's see what we got. Ooh, another Tenacious Mask. Wow. This one already rolled crit chance. It's probably better than the other one too, because you can roll the stamina or something to a higher max roll, so that's pretty good. Also really good armor roll. Vigorous chest, garbage roll. Specialized backpack, hey, that's pretty good. It could roll off crit damage, go for some armor. Firearms roll isn't the best. Armor roll isn't. It's pretty good. Pretty good all around. Pretty good. Prosperous, meh. Recovered, meh. Savage. For PvE, it's okay. You're missing out on crit damage, which kind of sucks, but it's still good. It's still usable, definitely, because the crit damage isn't as much as it used to be. So it's still a pretty good roll. Just roll off electronics, of course, and get some firearms or something else. But nothing too great. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure to subscribe. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, because I do these videos every single week. Usually I upload them in a very timely fashion. I'll do it within an hour of the weekly restock happening. This week I was a little bit late because I slept in and I had to eat dinner, but you know, hopefully next week I'll be a little bit more on top of it. But yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.